It's that time of year again where the poppy takes pride of place on the rack table. Massive, massive respect to all service personnel, past and present. Just wanted to put that out, yeah. Oh, and if that poppy offends you, like I said last year, just hit the unsubscribe button and slam the door on the way out. That's all I'm going to say. Huge respect. Service personnel, thanks for your service. That's all I'm going to say. Hi guys, this is Rack and Load, and this little beauty we have got here is the Umarex Walther Rain. And let me tell you, I am impressed with this little thing. Why am I impressed? Well, I'll show you. I'll jump straight into accuracy. Now, various pellets. So I think I'll save the best till last. Check out these groups, okay? 30 yards, Rangemaster Sovereigns. This is 2.2 version. That's probably my worst target. Ish. JSP Exact. Again, 30 yards. Excite Hammer, yeah, I dug them out. They were not bad. And then Field Target Acupels. 3-shot groups in each, as with all of those targets there. That is damn accurate, straight out the box. And at half the price of other bullpups that I've reviewed that cannot match that accuracy for double the price. Shall I just leave that little rant there? Oh, but apparently Rack, I forgot to say, those certain air guns need tuning. Yeah, I'm going to pay 1,500, 2 grand for an air gun that can't give me that sort of performance straight out the box because it needs tuning. I don't think so. Don't think so. Rant over. Right. I am in love with this little bullpup. It is really, really good. That's all I'm going to say. It is really good. Yeah, all right. You might moan a little bit about its plasticness, but the accuracy and the ease of use of this little thing is just brilliant. It really is. Let's take it from the top. Actually, let's give you the full specs. So it's a thumbhole style, but I'd call it a semi bullpup. Yeah, the action's there, but the cocking lever's sort of in the usual kind of place. So it's kind of like a semi bullpup, pre-charged. And the bottle is hidden in there, which is nice. So no sort of ugly bottle sticking out. Side lever, 11-shot magazine in 177, 10-shot in 22. I think they're 9-shot in .25 caliber. 11.5 foot-pounds of energy. So it's a sub 12 foot-pound rifle, this is, or bullpup. Field pressure is 232 bar. Weighing in at 2.5 kilograms, and overall length is 687 millimeters. Yeah, I'm going metric. It's the 21st century. Sorry, American friends. The barrel obviously looks dead short. It's not though, is it? It's a bullpup configuration. So there's your barrel. This thing is so good. Now, I'm going to say it, Walther stuff or Umarex stuff occasionally can be a little bit, I don't know, a little bit ropey. I'm going to say, I've had some guns, I mean, I think I've got one here. What's this one? No, I haven't. I'm thinking of a wrong make there. I was thinking of this actually, but it's a Webley. Is it a Webley? Yeah, it's the Webley Nemesis. Sorry, I thought that was an Umarex. But a lot of Umarex stuff can be, like I say, a little bit, I don't know, how can I say it politely? A little bit, all right, it's not polite. A little bit on the cheap side as far as quality's concerned. I found that anyway. This thing, although it is plastic, is absolutely rock solid, and some of the designs on it are really good. Let's take it from the top, because I am waffling, and jump straight in. So, taking it from the butt pad, okay? So this is quite hard, it's almost like a polymer, but it is actually a rubber, but it's a real hard rubber butt pad there. Nice sort of texturing on there. While I'm at this end, I would say, actually, length of pull. Now, I've got fairly long arms. This is probably my only gripe about this gun. Walther or Umarex, if you're watching, do us some spacers so we can adjust the length of pull, because it is a little bit short. Do some spacers. I know that'd mean putting screws in there to sort of take the pad off. But if you could do some spacers, like what you get in the, you know, with a shotgun possibly, so we can adjust that length of pull, that would have topped this off to a T, an absolute T. But anyway, that's my only gripe, guys. That is my only gripe. That's the only gripe you're going to hear about this rifle. So that is your butt pad. I nearly said recoil pad. Butt pad. Okay. This thing is well and truly ambidextrous. Okay. You can, in fact, and I'm not going to do it, and I didn't do it, but you can swap out the cocking lever. No, I didn't do it, but you can if you want. I'm that used to using sort of right-handed cocking levers and bolts and whatnot on guns. I kept that where it was, basically. But this is where the real good bit is. This is where the real good bit is. The magazine. The magazine is excellent in a couple of ways. So I'll show you the magazine, and then I'll jump back onto the gun and sort of tell you more about what I love about this magazine. First of all, this magazine does not require a PhD to figure out how to load, okay? It is so easy. You just drop your pellet in, and then you start cranking it around, drop another one in, crank it around, it's spring loaded. So you just, as you put each pellet in, it'll stop on the last pellet, and so you just gotta move it once, drop another pellet in. It's really friendly to the pellets, don't squash them, don't crush them or anything. I used a variety of pellets, hence the targets that I've shown you. Dead easy to load, dead easy. Polymer, it's even idiot proof. It's got an arrow. And notice, it's got front row the different way around there. Why is that, right? Well, you can load this mag from either side. So if you're a righty, you're going to bang it in there because your cheek's going to be here. If you're a lefty like me, you swap it over and load it that way. How cool is that? Umarex, Walther, thank you. At last, someone has come up with that. Thank God. Yeah, I know Daystate do ambidextrous bullpup rifles. I know that. A little bit more expensive than this thing. But that is just so easy. No tools required. You can just simply swap out that magazine. It is as easy as that. Swap it from side to side. It just doesn't get any easier. Absolutely brilliant. Brilliant. I'll put it this side so you, because probably loads of you guys are righties anyway. Excellent, excellent. Love the design. It works perfectly. I had no problems with the magazine. Absolutely brilliant. Brilliant. Moving along, I'll just close that up. Moving along to, well, that's the stock, that's your cheek piece. So no problems there. It's not uncomfortable or anything, whichever side your cheek is welded to it. And then you've got the thumb hole here, loads of room for, you know, for a gloved hand. Pistol grip is lovely and chunky. People actually who watch these videos like me saying chunky for some reason. I don't know, I think I had a video where I said chunky quite a lot. It's chunky. Just thought I'd tell you. So yeah, a chunky pistol grip, obviously ambidextrous. Got like a stippling pattern going along to add to add a bit of grip, bit of traction. Same pattern in there on the fore end. Now that fore end, now obviously this is all polymer, goes without saying. It feels like it's good quality polymer, it feels solid. It's not soft touch or anything, but it doesn't feel sort of too crappy, okay? Bit of Picatinny rail on the end there so you can throw on a bipod or a torch or something, some accessory. Really nice. I really love the way that the bottle is housed inside there so you can't see it, it's out of the way. Brilliant. Really, really good. So it gives this little bullpup a nice, sleek design. You know, there's no sort of bottle. I mean, I don't think it'd bother me, but it just adds to the ergos, I think. You know, they've sort of encapsulated that bottle with this polymer foregrip, or, well, stock. It's its whole sort of seamless stock, pretty much. Really good. And it's nice and fat as well to get your hand round, so really, really comfortable little gun this thing is. Moving on to the cocking lever. Like I said, you can swap that out. I didn't attempt it, but you can, to make this thing true lefty. That thing is pretty solid, feels really nice. It reminds me of Vyrak HW, HW100. It feels solid, you know, well machined, well made. Cannot moan about that at all. That's the full sort of cocking throw there, okay, which obviously cycles the magazine, whichever way around you've got it in, which is cool. And then moving on to the pressure gauge that is in the right place. Thank you very much, Umarex / Walther. A pressure gauge that is in a nice spot where you've not got to look down the barrel to keep an eye on it. Perfect. There is your filler area there. Just take out this dust cover. Brilliant, brilliant. Crossbolt safety. Love that. Nice location above the trigger, pretty much where it should be. No gripes at all. It's not automatic or anything like that. It's just a total manual, positive safety catch. Brilliant, brilliant. And then you've got this nice slab of Picatinny rail. That's all metal. You know, you won't really want that polymer, to be fair. So you can throw on an optic of your choosing. Yeah, I know this Hawk Sidewinder is a little bit big on this thing. I mean, a red dot probably would have done it. But I don't know, it's my test scope. You chucked out the results, and this is an old scope. This is getting on now. I think this has been on the channel since day one. So it's like 10 plus years. It's ridden on 308s and on rimfires, all sorts of stuff, air guns, you know, so it's had a busy life and it's still performing. And especially with this little gun, it really is performing well. They've got a nice combo, really. A little heavy, but you know, that will add to the weight of this sub 3 kilo rifle. But I don't know, I'd probably put, obviously, if it was mine, I'd put something a little bit smaller on. But this is, by the way, kindly on loan from Livens Gun Shop here in the UK. So thanks for that. The barrel is shrouded, but it's in a metal shroud, so not like a tacky plastic shroud that's, you know, just feels horrible. Real nice shroud. It is 1/2 inch UNF thread on the end of there, and you've got a thread protector. So if you want, you can throw on a silencer. I didn't, I just shot it how it was. Yeah, it's a little bit loud, but I mean, it doesn't really help because I'm sort of shooting against an angled sort of metal backstop on my 30-yard plinking range. But would I compromise this little rifle's length or shortness by putting on a moderator? I probably wouldn't. I'd leave it as it is, because this thing, I reckon, is a perfect little pest control gun. It'd be an excellent ratting gun, definitely. But even for sort of just round barns and stuff like that, round the farmyard, what a cracking bit of kit. Nice and compact. You've even got stud there, well, not stud, but I forget what we call them, QD mount there, so you can quick detach mount, whatever you want to call it, so you can hook up some sort of sling if you want. Not that you probably need it, I don't know, you tell me in the comments. But just what a great little rifle. I'm so impressed with it, guys. It really is cool. I really wish I'd put this thing up against, I won't name them, other rifles, other bullpups, should I say, because accuracy wise, this thing has wiped the floor with one or two of them that are, like I say, are double the money. Just saying, that's in my testing. I mean, I've not got I don't think I've got any of the other targets knocking about, but just look back, a few videos back, you know, you'll see certain bullpup rifles that I've tested, and I weren't mega impressed with the accuracy. The sub 12 foot-pound ones anyway. I really wasn't. You've got rain sort of written on the side of the barrel there, the barrel shroud. Looks really cool. Just sort of give you an under view of this gun. What a great little rifle. I'm so impressed with it. Accuracy impresses me. It really does. Yeah, I love the looks of stuff. I definitely do. But then when I get good accuracy with it, I don't know, it's just a pleasure to shoot. There's nothing worse than getting a gun in to test and it's all over the place and you're like, what? I mean, look at that. I know these haven't cut the paper amazingly. 3-shot group right there, 30 yards. Our rolling footage, just really impressive, really impressive. Shall we give this trigger a pull? Because I found the trigger to be really good. I really did. For a bullpup now, yeah, some bullpups, they can have a bit going on sometimes with the trigger because, you know, there's linkages and whatnot because all the action's here and the trigger's here, so they've got to connect it up. Unless it's something like a day-state pulsar where it's all electronic, then, you know, there's no sort of getting away with it. So the triggers can always be a little bit dodgy on air guns, on firearms as well. But let's give it a pull. I'll just set my trigger pull scale up. It is 2-stage and it is really predictable. So, finish it first. Well, I said really predictable. That is light. That took me by surprise. I'm going to do that again. It is. Oh my God. It is predictable when you got your finger on it, but not when you're pulling it with one of these things, okay? So there's your first stage. And then... £1, 1 ounce, straight out the box. That is a sweet trigger. I'm going to just do it again. Just do it again, sort of for real, so to speak. That is a lovely trigger. A really lovely trigger. Yeah, it's a little bit noisy, but I don't know. You know, it is what it is. So, But guys, seriously, I am well impressed. Well impressed. Let me show you the box. Well done, Walther, on the cardboard box. Because I just hate them plastic boxes that guns keep coming in. You know, the plastic boxes that you sort of bring it back from the shop from or in. And you throw that box straight up in your attic or wherever. And it just sits there and you never ever use it again. This is just a cardboard box which you can just throw in the recycling. Love it. What else do you get in the box? We get more cardboard. You get, what's this? This is like a maintenance manual and safe gun handling. So that's cool. Your filler attachment. And you get your manual, which I've already took out in preparation for this video. So that's a cool box. You know, environmentally friendly. We've got to keep Greta Thunberg happy, haven't we? Here is your manual. Now, all right, I've probably got another gripe. You know me. The manuals, the Umarex manuals aren't amazing, are they? Black and white. I know it's a black rifle, but even so, give me a nice glossy manual and some coloured pictures. So, all your usual do's and don'ts, how to fill it up, bit of troubleshooting in there, how to load the magazines, dead easy. Just really, really basic as far as the manual's concerned. Are you going to impress me, Umarex, with an exploded diagram? No, they're not. That's something I will say as well. If you want to adjust the trigger, the only little problem you've got is you've got to take the stock off. Okay, so that's how you do it. I'm not even going to explain it. Bit of a pain to adjust the trigger, but do you know what? This one, straight out of the box, this is a brand new Walther Rain, straight out of the box that I have on test here. That trigger is sweet. So I wouldn't even touch it. I would not even touch it. Let me put that mag back in so I don't lose it. God, I just love the simplicity of these mags and the loading. It doesn't even matter which side you put it in. It's amazing. Let me fire that off. This thing gets the RACKNLOAD stamp of approval. Let me tell you, I really, really like it. You've probably heard me say that a few times now. No, seriously, I love the look of it. The plastic doesn't bother me. I love the way they've hidden the bottle and they've incorporated it into the fore end. The pressure gauge is in the perfect location. Ambidextrous for the cocking lever if you want to swap it out. The design of the magazine itself and the ambidextrous loading of it is absolutely brilliant. Carl Walther, Umarex, 10 out of 10 for that alone. Bit of a crappy manual, but I'm not going to moan too much because the accuracy has done it. That is your RACKNLOAD review of the Umarex / Walther Rain. I love it. Thanks for watching, guys. That is RACKNLOAD. Stay tuned, stay subscribed. If you are not subscribed, make sure you subscribe because it gives me like a nice, warm, fuzzy feeling inside. Anyway, thanks for watching. That's RACKNLOAD. See ya.